Hey everyone, Throne Assistant 4 here, and today we're going to continue on some more Crash Bandicoot, part of the Insane Trilogy for PC. Now, we're here to start off with Just Darkness. I gotta admit, I really kinda wish I was talking more about the levels in more depth than I have been so far, but I think I'll just save more of that for when I start doing the backtracking on some of the levels that we are going to need to backtrack on, which because there are, I think, 6 color gems in this game. I know there's one more in this game than there are in the rest of the series, but... What was that? Come on, I was spinning. Are you serious? Alright, anyway. I gotta remember, I could just pause it and I could see that. I actually like how they have everything in one screen compared to the original Warped and even Rafa Cortex, where they have like a whole button dedicated to swapping through different sections of the map, of the pause menu. Especially in Rafa Cortex's case, when you have the gems, the relics, the powers all in one location. Whereas in this game, even without like, I know it's Crash 1, but in Crash 2 and 3, it's the exact same thing, and you do get to see the powers in Crash 3, so, you know, it's not the worst thing that they managed to condense it all in one. Okay, here's the important part, but like, condense it all in one spot. But anyway, this is the important part that I was mentioning earlier in an earlier part. It is very imperative that you be very careful how you spin around here. I'll even let you know which sections you should be careful on spinning. It's coming up actually, but we're not there yet. By the way, there is no way to know that without freaking a guide. Well, actually no, there's just no way to know about that part without a guide, because like in that part, you can't even see in the background because the entire level is condensed. The camera in this level is condensed around Crash, or in this case Coco, so there's no way to know. Also, I actually intentionally slowed down here because if I break this, there's a good chance I wasn't going to be able to break that. Like, a good chance I wasn't able to break that, even with the invincibility in mind. And the best part is, you do not need to go back for those boxes. There's no boxes back there. Ah! Go. That's what you get for playing chicken. Alright, but the part I'm talking about is coming up, for real. You know, as soon as I stop dying. Are these out of sync? Okay, no, they're not. Like, that was actually an issue I had with doing the time trials in Crash 4. Like, the relic challenges were actually probably one of the best things of the game. This is the part right here. If you spin at it, you'll break the TNT, which will break this, and you don't want that because if the TNT blows up that crate, you can't get that. It's the same thing as the one in I forgot which jungle level it was, but if you broke it that way, you weren't able to actually get the embryo token to be able to get the bonus round there either. So yeah, just a little bit of tips on there. And this sucker, oh gosh. One of the coolest things about freaking not dying is the fact that you get to be able to stay in one spot without just jumping over. No, one of the coolest things about going through this, like this whole bonus room thing, the whole level design thing, is knowing that there's a point where we get to see something like this come back in a later game. What may it be, a reference or a freaking just like a direct, hey, look at this level. Frick. I forgot the whole A. It's okay. It's okay. Like, I'm actually not really that bothered with, and the thing is, I'm actually not too bothered with showing off my deaths here when it comes to playing Crash Bandicoot, because like, what I did was the process of me going through all this and doing 100, in this case 5 100% just to end all platinum is not an easy one. It's not just a easy breezy task. I do actually go through a lot of this stuff, a lot of deaths, a lot of tests of patience, and generally a lot of silly crap like that. Please tell me I can. Okay. Like all this is not just something I just magically did right out the gate. Even with the prior experience of the original variations, this is all something I have to still practice just like anyone else. That being said, when it came to the case for Crash 2, and I don't know why I'm pointing that game out specifically, Crash 2, I had to change up my how I did things in that version, because with NST, you have to go back on a lot of levels, and the camera isn't like this right here. It's not that bad because like I'm not turning around too much, but in the original and in NST for Crash 2 specifically, like the camera wasn't in a very nice position to where I can know where I'm going without having to go. And then keep this in mind, when you're backtracking in Crash 2 for the boxes, you have to go sometimes backwards to the original path, meaning that there's a good chance that you have to freaking... Okay, hold on. Meaning there's a good chance you just have to go back, but go and somewhat blind even, just to get everything. And it's like, bruh, I don't know what I'm doing. Nice. Not like these lives matter because I got I already got them all. But hey. Oh frick. And I got those freaking bats to worry about, so come on. Alright. Man, that wasn't too bad a level, was it? Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I hate this game. Not really. Like, I know it looks like I'm having a crap ton of fun with this. Like, a really lot of fun with this, and I am. But keep this in mind. As I just said earlier, I've played this. I technically have played this already. And I'm not talking about in the case of... I'm not talking about in the case of the freaking... Let's do it. Like, I'll come back to this level and just do it normally. I'll just do it normally. I'm sorry, guys, but like, it's not a bad level, by the way. It's not. It's not. I'm just skipping it for now. But yeah, that's something you could do with this. But like, with how much I've played this already, the real infuriating part of this game is just the relics. Like, not even going back for getting all the boxes without dying or anything like that. Like with the original either. Like, the thing about it is that in the NST version, it's just the relics. By the way, I'm so glad this dude came back in Crash 4. I was actually so worried that he wasn't going to come back. And he was just going to be something that was only about the Insane Trilogy and stuff like that. Not the like, and the thing is, he does, in some aspect, comes back in Crash on the Run. Though I don't really count that because, one, that's only his mutagen version, and not the version we're all aware of, like this version and the one in Crash 4. Which, by the way, how are you gonna have freaking, like, I think Roger Craig Smith, who plays freaking Engine in that, not Engine, Brio in that game now, which is sick. Like, bruh. Like, he plays a childhood hero. He played, you know, Sonic. He plays now one of my favorite, like, villains in my childhood, freaking Brio. Like, I actually loved this freaking dude when it came to like, him trying to help me out in Crash 2. Doing all this in Crash 1, and then Twinsanity, I don't know what the heck he was doing in Twinsanity, but whatever his actual intent was, it was actually pretty sick. Otherwise, this boss is still pretty... This one can be challenging if you're trying to avoid all the potions, but other than that, not really. It's not really too hard. But yeah, I'm really sorry for skipping that other level, but I do want to get this going, and I do think that we are pretty much nearing the end here. Yeah. So, in the next video, I know this is somewhat shorter than expected. We're going to go to the lab, the hall, and defeat Cortex. Yeah, that's it. This is like what, part 9, I think? And we're already at the end of this if we were to play this normally. Of course, there'd be a part 10 extra for Stormy Ascent, but we're not there yet. Not yet. So, until then, stay warped. Stay warped!